What's up, everybody? Representing. Happy first day of fall. Always get up pretty early, especially on Sundays. Today is September 22nd, 2024. Been up since about 3 o'clock, especially during the season. I am a huge football fan. My best friend Mike comes over probably for the last 2 decades, and we play Madden, Chiefs, Cowboys every Sunday. And Cowboy fans out there, I just want you to know I try to always represent. So, good morning, or afternoon, evening, whenever you're watching this, guys. What's up? On my neck, this is what I'm going to be talking about. It's a 7mm, 18 karat from Jacoje fancy jewelry. You don't really got to worry about these guys. They're both from Jacoje. One's a 5mm, one's a 4mm. These are pretty much my daily wear. One's 55 grams, one's 39 grams. And I've got the presents with these as a big rope, or if I get a headache, I can take one off. I think that's the 4, there's the 5. Hang a chain, hang a pendant. On Sundays, my wife and I, we both have these Boss Crosses. I have the standard, and she has the mini Boss Cross, and we always wear those on Sundays to represent, AKA, gotta represent Jesus, right? So, the 7mm here that you're looking at, I am almost 6'4", I am 244 pounds, and this is a 27-inch, I'm kidding. This is a 21-inch, guys, so when I bought it, it was a 24-inch. It hung to about here. I had it during fall, which is hoodie months, and I always wear hoodies anyways when we're talking thick hoodies. So, you've got that look where when you get a little bit heavier chain, it will lay, especially over this part. Sometimes, even if I just wear one of these with, say I wear the 4mm, no pendant, it's going to get caught a little bit. So I had this, I decided that it was a really important necklace to me, and I sent it back to Braden and Raquel and asked them to cut it to 21 inches. And my plan was, if my parents or anything, when they passed someday, I was going to put a piece of this gold with them. And just a little piece, guys. And that way when I wore this necklace, I felt close. I absolutely love this. I wish I would have probably left it around 22, but it's 21 inches. It is a 7mm. If you've seen the video that I did about the 6.5, I'm just going to be honest. I really, really like the 7. If you're wanting to go big, go 7, go 8, go bigger. I've never had one that was 9 or anything like that, guys. But the 6.5, if you're in it for 14 karat, that's probably a really darn good deal. That one is, because the 6 so loved. That 6mm, I know that's Braden's, and which made it sell a lot, and for good reason. It's a really, really, you've got the presence and everything else. However, if the weight doesn't bother you, and I would go for that 6.5. I think that's one of the gems. But for me, I am a bigger guy. So if you're a bigger guy, maybe this 7 is a 6.5, trust me. And you guys can see there is and this is the diamond cut, of course. And I don't clean or anything in my jewelry forever. It's been, a month or something since I put on an ultrasonic cleaner. I wear it, this isn't an everyday for me. It's a little too heavy. It weighs 111 grams cut at 21 inches. So it's pretty big here, actually. Let me go ahead and, let's go ahead and unclasp it. It's no big deal. Let's go ahead and compare that to the 5. I know there's a billion videos out there, and I probably should have done this with the 6.5 before I send it out, because I did sell that. Richard, what's up, buddy? I hope you're enjoying that. I saw where you Did a couple purchases on Jacoje for some white gold, buddy. Did some double. But here you go. So if you can see the 5mm here, and then we've got this 7mm. So big difference, huge difference. Something that I know Mike, from the Try Truth, he will talk about is, if you see the reflection, it's almost sometimes like there's a lot more on the smaller one, because it's just, well, let's face it, this takes a little bit more to flip over to get to that next diamond cut, where this is just constantly going like this. And that's another reason that I, besides the weight and stuff, that I just kind of wanted to do 2 chains, even lengths. I love it. I've done the one where it's here. I've done multiple. Same lengths is where it's at for me. We're 21, 22, 23, 24. That's cool too, for me. But I just like them laying here together, because if you think about it, a 4 and a 5 together looks pretty darn big when you're, you might even think it's a singular rope. However, the bigger the rope, it's got the cuts on one side, it's got to flip to the next side, where, if you have 2 5s or a 4 and a 5 or whatever, it will, they turn at different times, same time, and it's always hitting something. Reason I went with a 4, the 5 is one of my favorites, guys. It was the first chain that I ever owned. I will do something on that too. 5mm, 14 karat was the first real gold chain that I ever bought. And coming back around full, I've tried everything. I've been out, I've sowed my oats. The 5mm is where it's at for me. So I wanted the 6mm again, to pair up with that. Braden sold out that day. I like to keep it with the same company if I can, always, because number one, dude treats me very well with communication and everything else like that. I promise he's busy, and I also promise I don't get an email back. I don't have this man's phone number. It's like, come on. So if you guys ask me questions, I can do the same thing you do, which I email him and he'll get back to me within 24 hours usually. It's all good. However, if there's ever an issue, I don't have to worry about it. Just great company, great people. And so here, imagine that 6 right in there. So, but that is what I was saying when I got the 4 and the 5, which I don't want to get off track too much, which I already did. It was, why get 2 5s? That would look cool, but my pendant would go, I had it on a 5, the Boss Cross. However, guys, I just think it looked better on a 4. I really liked it on a 3.2 heavy link, the Boss Cross. Again, not trying to get too off subject here, but these are both 18 karat. I will be honest with you always. On a rope, 14 and 18 karat is very close in color. Yeah, it's very close in color. To the fact that if you have them beside each other, it is really hard to tell. And if you didn't know one was 18 and one was 14, you wouldn't even know, because all gold, I don't know if all gold, but I'd say 98% of gold is, after it's done, they dip it, plate it. It's the same stuff. I mean, that's why we don't want those high flash platings when you buy something 18 that looks like 22, unless that's what you're looking for. I would like that true color of what the gold is, so that way it matches everything else. On a rope, I'm pretty gentle with my stuff, guys, so I'm just saying to you, 14 karat maybe where it's at on that. And so also, they say ropes, and if you get a smaller one, it's a little more vulnerable to break or snap, and vulnerable. So you get hollow jewelry, it's going to break, it's going to snap, it's going to kink on shirts and stuff. It just does. There we go. But if you buy, something that's heavy or something that's solid, It's not going to. And if you're worried about that, then 14 karat is stronger because there's more alloys and other things in there. 18 karat is extremely strong though. And the other side of the world, guys, you can't pass 14 karat because it's over 50% gold. I don't care. I'm with most of you guys. I like jewelry, so, you know, for instance, my mom did pass, and a piece of this rope is, you know, in there with her, like I said, but this was her bracelet. I bought this, and then I ended up giving it to her, and now I like to wear it, but it's 14 karat. Do I care? No. It's gold, you know, I don't know why the snobbiness or the push. If you can afford 18 or 22 karat, get it if you want it. If that's where you want to put some money. I mean, because the truth is, you know, it depends on what you're paying. But if you give somebody $100 and I'm just making an example, $100, and there's $70 in gold in it, but they give you back something that they charge you $100 for, well, you just paid $30 for that item. It's not like you paid $100, you're out $100. You've traded them money for money, but they made your money something pretty that hangs around your neck or your wrist or wherever. So always kind of look at it that way. I know gold's went up. I wouldn't go out and break the bank and try to do it. I mean, if you can invest in gold, that's awesome. But the only thing that stays the same is everything changes. So who knows? However, if this right here, if you guys are out for a 7mm, that's what this is for right here. If you're in between the 7 and the 6, I've had both. Huge difference. The 6mm is going to be, on me, it was more like a subtle, probably, you know, 5mm. This is a big jump up. The 6.5 is a big jump up. So, again, check them out. If you're thinking about 18 karat, 6mm, check out the 7mm 14 karat. About the same price. Or check out that 6.5. I'm telling you, that is a steal. Mine weighed 96.7 when I had it. Man, guys. It's a beast. I mean, it was a great necklace. Again, I departed with that because I just needed something where I always want to have gold on, so, or a necklace. That's just me. So if I go somewhere and I get a headache, I have to take that chain off, at least for a little bit, a couple minutes sometimes. But with this, I take them off. I put the 4 or the 5 back on, put the other one in my pocket or hold it for a second, whatever. No big deal. So if any of you have headaches, those larger chains, the heavier the weight, I mean, it's common sense, I would think. Then you're probably going to think, man, why is this guy such an idiot? But just consider doing 2 chains. Also, I've learned that smaller chains, like for some reason that'll put more pressure. Pendants add more pressure. You take that I wore that 5mm every day. I don't take the 5mm off now. I probably won't take these off, but 5mm that's my chain. I put a pendant on that, 4mm, which one weighs 55, one weighs 39. And you're just putting on 8 more grams. But when that pendant is pulling too, sometimes that will cause you to get headaches. And mine started hurting my shoulders and stuff. It's just nerves. Y'all make me nervous watching you. But anyways, so check it out. 7mm is one of my favorites. I have it cut, tailored, and the reason why is because, I mean, that short look to me is awesome. I also like the long look, guys. I was brought up in that era, and it will not change. Do something. I'm just kidding. And this isn't really me here, but if this was a little longer, probably for sure. However, you know, you put a pendant on that. I do have one that sometimes I wear here. Some people don't like that when you have one here. deal with it. I don't care. So, but if you eliminate all this mess and you're just wanting to have like a collared shirt on, button up, t-shirt, summertime, to me that's a real clean look. So there's no messing around with that. This is something that I would wear. Again, durability wise, would I wear it playing tackle football? Probably not, guys. I mean, because if it gets pulled, the lobster clasp, even if that's the only thing that breaks, then my chains land on the field. I wear some from Claire's. How about that? Yeah. But take it for what you want. If you're a smaller individual, which is most people, this one would probably hang to about right here. Not very groomed up, fellas. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know who watches this stuff. I don't pay attention. But if you guys haven't checked out the other videos, don't. I'm just kidding. If you want to buy one of those items and do it. If not, I mean, don't know why the heck you would want to just like watch me unless you're weird. Are you weird? I might be a little weird. Anyways, have a great Sunday. For you guys that watch football, good luck to everyone except the Eagles fans. I'm just playing. Calm down. Calm down. Quit getting batteries to throw at Santa Claus. It's all right. My gosh. Anyways, guys, one thing I want to leave you with. People talking about scratching. Oh my God, my gold's gonna scratch. My gold's gonna scratch. I used to be that person. Just pendants, I get it. If you have something that's got a high polished front, you know, say the Boss Cross, without the diamonds, okay? I get that. I hated having these things scratched up. Necklaces, no one's ever gonna see that, but I hate having my thing scratched up. Guess what? It's gonna scratch anyways. Don't like it scratching? Tough. So, avoid seatbelts, by the way. When you put that seatbelt on, put this guy somewhere. Because if you've got that high polish, now wear your seatbelt. Wear your seatbelt. Try to adjust your pendant. Okay. Mark's not saying don't wear your seatbelt and then, you know, the awfulest thing happens. Wear your seatbelt. Watch your gold pendant. It will scratch. Wear your jewelry. Don't let your jewelry wear you. Okay? Meaning, if you got a nice watch, wear it. Wear it. To the people that are like real concerned about the scratching, just let it be. Wear it. You'll be happy. I used to take off every time I got in the shower, which, you know, twice a day for me, I taking the jewelry off. Sometimes more if I'm sore or whatever. Taking the jewelry off, putting it to the side, putting it back on. Rings. I think, guys, you'll appreciate it and love it so much more when it becomes a part of you. Okay. And I don't really know where the camera's over here. I know I'm looking like, oh, like this all half the time, but whatever. I don't do this. Wear your jewelry. Okay? Don't let it wear you. Let it scratch. Let it whatever. Boxes are okay. If you plan on, you know, selling stuff, if you get a Rolex, you get a nice watch, you get something, is it worth it to you to pay extra to get the papers, the box, the cards, the book, all that? Or would you pay $4, $5 less, you know what I'm talking about, to just get a nice watch? I know that like bluesies sell from anywhere from 13 to 16, you know, fully loaded, used, and two-tone. However, if you like check out Gus Villa, he's got one that's got all the links with it, but I don't think it has anything else with it. I think it's a naked $8,600. Okay, and that's a lot of money. But watches are timeless. They're very classy. Cartier is another cool brand. I don't know why. I think it's cool. But I appreciate you guys watching. 7mm, all right? And for those that are kind of wanting to do it 2-chain thing, you're going to have to pretend. I mean, I've got it twisted this way. I was going to say usually these will lay flat together. But for you guys that are wanting that look, sorry I have it cut so low. It would be about right here normally. Maybe you wanted the 24. These are the 26-inch, guys. 21 and a half, I think. So I don't remember. But tell somebody you love them today. Smile. If you cry, that's okay. What did Jimmy V said? If you can put in some thought and smile and cry. It's a pretty busy, full day. Okay. It's the first day of fall. I hope you all had a very, very good summer. I hope you have lots of memories that you can look back and reminisce on about 2024. And I wish you all the most happiest fall and winter and the end of the year and beyond and beyond and beyond. Please be safe and wear your seatbelts. No, I'm just kidding. Be safe, guys. You're loved. Stay blessed.